know I'm about to go in. Told me that I couldn't do it, but I gotta bring it back, so they're really know I'm with it. Let's go. Tell me where you're from, where you stay. Now I keep it lit from the coast to the bay. Peace on the right.
If you guys are looking to buy the cheapest and most reliable Madden coins on the market, head over to buymaddencoins.com. They guarantee a 5-minute delivery on all purchases and offer 24/7 customer support. Use code MAZE at checkout for 10% off.
Hello and welcome back to episode 3 of last week's 25-game Weekend League recap. In today's video, we're going to be going over games 11 through 15. And if you missed the first 2 episodes, we are 9-1 through 10 games. The 1 loss coming off of a disconnect while we were up by 3 possessions. So in my book, we're 10-0. We're still undefeated. If you don't agree with me, then I got a cock and 2 balls that need sucking from the back. And you're first in line, bucko. Before we get into today's games, as always, we're going to take a look at the best and worst comments of the day. The best comment of the day comes from Michael Nelson, who said, "I ain't no 2011 MVP, but my D rose to this noti." Not going to lie, that's a pretty solid joke, Michael. Thank you for sharing your boner with us. The worst comment of the day comes from Carter Hurst, who said, "Use me as the best comment, Maze, or the 6 Malaysian children in my basement don't eat tonight." God, and 3 people upvoted. That is really dark, you guys. You better feed those damn children, Carter. Looking at the squad, it is exactly the same as it was in yesterday's video. However, I will say one thing. This might be the last few videos that you're going to see Tom Cowboy Cock Brady, because Michael Thick, the new sheriff, is in town, and he's dropping tomorrow in Madden. And I am most definitely picking up Michael Vick. I'm actually going to be doing a giant pack opening for golden tickets, and hopefully I'm going to pull one tomorrow. As you guys just saw, we are 9-1 heading into game 11 against Lifted, who's got Patrick Mahomes and 2 99 wide receivers activated. So he must be a passer, but we will find out on his first drive. I am starting out the ball, starting off with a laser to the sideline. Calvin Johnson looking for Calvin again on that corner. He is not open, so I go back to my 1.8 million coin delay fade to Darren Waller. What a beautiful catch by him. Gets us inside red zone, and now we are in the 5-yard line. I'm going to give it to Bo Jackson. Why the fuck is Bo Jackson on the field? I don't know. I have 2 running backs much better than him. He should not have been on the field. On his first drive, he tries to throw a pass on 2nd and 13 that is intercepted by my user, Ryan Shazier, a very speedy boy with a nice pick, and then going to Dickerson for another rushing touchdown. Starting off the game 14-0. Pretty solid start, and you can tell he's afraid to throw the ball. He has 2 activated wide receivers, so you know he's a pass-first team. His first pass of the day is intercepted, and now 2nd and 11, he's going for his second pass of the day, and guess what? Picked off again. So now I can already tell you, this guy is going to be in I form the rest of the game, trying to run the ball down my throat. It is not going to work. I have a very shallow throat, okay? You can't run down it. It doesn't work like that. Tom Cowboy Cox showing why we kept him around with a nice laser for the first passing touchdown of the game. It is now 21-0. We got this game pretty much under control unless anything crazy happens. Nice stop by my opponent, getting all the way inside my 20, where Torrey Holt's ankles are clipped from behind, saving a touchdown. But apparently the effort was in vain, as on the very next play, Saquon Barkley is going to take it in, diving for my opponent's first score of the game. Starting off the second half, he has the ball. We get him in a 4th down, and Saquon once again punishing my defense, taking a 60-yard carry inside the 20, where he there passes on a double slant. Terrible route combo. Somehow scores another touchdown. 21-14. Eric, the huge, veiny, throbbing, circumcised, slightly hairy, but trimmed enough where it's still appeasing to women, Dickerson takes it for a score right back, and then the very next drive for my opponent, intercepted. User alert, Luke Kuechly, going to extend our lead to 21. At this point, late in the 3rd, up by 21. The game is pretty much taken care of. We do get an exclamation point at the end of it with an interception by Minkah Fitzpatrick, but the game was pretty much already under control. 10-1. No, fuck you. 11-0 going into game 12. The momentum was hot. If you guys were in the stream, you would have known there was no one I was losing to, and definitely not this fucking guy. Definitely not this guy. He's got Mahomes as well. Everybody's got Mahomes because of the power-up pass. But starting off the game with the glitchy Rundy, stripping the quarterback before he could even hand off the ball. Unfortunately, that play actually got patched as of today when I'm recording this video, but it was nice while it lasted. Going into his second drive, we got him in a 3rd and 24, and you're going to see I'm just absolutely screaming at this guy. He had to punt us the ball because it was like a 4th and 30, but now our first time on offense, we are going with the 1-play touchdown, cover 3, barely beating Sean T over the top. We do connect, though, to to make our lead 14-0. He is back with the ball. Another 3rd and long, 3rd and 28 this time. Fights off one defender, but it is not enough as we sack him again. In like a 4th and 40, he had a punt once again. But Stevie Wonder to the rescue, threw an interception right at his player. Byron Jones picking me off, taking it across midfield at about the 49-yard line. His ball once again rolling out. This time, no pressure coming in. He throws a streak and absolutely mosses Minkah Fitzpatrick there for his first points of the day. Now, that was a great play by him. Unfortunately, that is not sustainable, though. That is not sustainable either. So I can't really talk shit. He mossed me, I moss him back. 7-17 now, up by 2 possessions, which is very big as we end near the end of the first half. It's his ball. He's trying to make something happen. And in these situations, sometimes it's better to just take it into half, because as you're going to see here, we get the interception at about the 40-yard line. So we're already in field goal range. And with 20 seconds left, I now throw the corner route to Calvin, who's going to take it up the sideline and is quick enough to get in for the touchdown and extend our lead to 3 possessions at the end of half. And just like that, my opponent was in a bad situation, and getting too aggressive at the end of half made it even worse, to the point where he had to quit out of the game. Moving on to the next game against I Moss You, a Cowboys fan with gold 99, Randall Cunningham at the helms for his team. I am starting out with the ball on offense, and like most games, I throw Stevie Wonder. Actually, that wasn't really a bad read. Tom Brady threw a bad ball there. It was behind my receiver. Should have been a pass lead up, and it might have been a completion, but unfortunately, we throw an interception on the first drive. Thankfully, my defense is there to be dominant, and I swear, I'm so much more comfortable starting off the game on defense. Even if I throw an interception or something my first drive, I just play way better in the beginning of the game on defense than I do on offense. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just not loose enough. I don't really know what it is, but regardless, it is 7-0, my ball. With that catch, that puts us inside the 10-yard line. We are looking to score another 7. We see Torrey Holt on the post, back the end zone. Textbook execution for another nice touchdown. Up 14-0 now. My opponent needs to get something moving on offense. He rolls out, barely gets the ball off, and he connects with a one-play touchdown. Thankfully, Pat Tillman makes a tackle, but he was not fast enough to defend that play. Our defense holds strong, though, once again, inside the 20. We get the turnover on downs that we needed. Now our ball again, and Stevie Wonder, what are you doing, Mazomatic? I don't know what kind of throw that was into double coverage. Definitely was not open, but I still decided to throw it. We get him in a 3rd and 33. He just throws up a prayer, doesn't connect, and has to punt the ball once again. Because he was pinned, he pretty much punted it to us, and we were still in field goal range. So with a minute left in the first half, we kicked our field goal, go up 17-0. That is 3 possessions, and honestly, in Madden 20, if you go down 3 possessions, it is nearly impossible to come back, especially when you're playing like that. I Moss You, 17-0, throws an interception in Night Train Lane, and I guess he didn't moss me well enough, because he just quit out of the game. 12 and no, fuck you. 13-0 going into game 14. Our opponent in this game, Vivo, is a fellow Raiders fan. Those are my top 3 right here. Let's see what he's rocking with on his team. He's got Patty Mahomes, Night Train Lane, and Jadeveon Clowney. Patrick Mahomes, once again, just like everyone else, starting off the day with an interception. Pat Tillman, user lurk. I am the white jerseys, by the way. It might be hard to tell, but I'm the one who just got the interception, and I am the one who just jammed it up in that hole and scored the first points of the day. 7-0, great start based on the turnover by Pat Tillman. He fires back with a great dot on the side, and actually it was out of bounds, unfortunate, and he is forced to punt the ball after that. Eric, the huge, veiny, throbbing cock, Dickerson, gonna take it on a large gain inside the 20-yard line. So now we are starting off ferocious. We are starting off hot. I lied. That was a terrible read. That is an interception, and now our momentum is gone. So that I did that on purpose. I wanted to show you guys a lesson on what not to do. And then following it back, not fast enough. I believe that was Minkah Fitzpatrick. He gets right over the top. I thought I was going to get the user lurk, but unfortunately, he gets the touchdown to make the game 7-7. We were starting hot, but things have slowed down. 3rd and 13. I take about a 30-yard sack, and then he follows up with a 61-yard field goal. That is due to the wind, and you're going to see the wind come into play later in this game as well. For now, we got to fight back. A great pass to the sideline. Saquon Barkley, 99 speed, taking it all the way to the 20 for a gain of about 35. 1st and goal from the 9-yard line, looking for somebody open. Throw it into triple coverage. I don't know what I saw there. That is my 2nd terrible read inside the red zone. Once again, guys, do not do that. Use me as a lesson. Do not make terrible reads inside the red zone. Worst case, you take your 3. Thankfully, again, our defense keeping us in that game on third down. We got the sack, and he had to punt us the ball. So 1st and 10, once again, looking for somebody open. Looking. Delay fade, 1.8 million coins. Darren Waller, nice catch, taken inside for a huge gain across midfield all the way to the 48 with 1 second left at the 41. I'm trying to kick a 58-yard field goal, and you're going to see he kicked a 61 with the same kicker. I kicked a 58, and because of the wind, it did not work out for me. I hate playing in stadiums with wind. I play in a dome to avoid that situation. This guy obviously does not do the same. 2nd and 5. I am now cheated of 3 points. I would say even 6 points because he wouldn't have kicked that field goal in the beginning unless he had the win. So we get our 3 points back. Still cheated 3 in my head, but the game is 10-10 as we near the end of the third quarter. It is his ball, and boom, user alert, Taylor Mays. Look at that, baby. That one was for Ram Ranch, taking it all the way back to the end zone for a huge swing of events. You're going to see me chug a truly right there, but now we're up 17-10. Now with 3 minutes remaining in the game, he's in a position where he needs a touchdown. He throws a nice corner route over Byron Jones' head. Pat Tillman there to make the tackle at the 8-yard line. From there, he quick hikes me a little bit, and a quick pass as well to Okoye on the streak, and he gets a touchdown he needed. And now with 2 minutes left, I'm in a position where I could screw this game up. And yes, I do. I throw an interception to Night Train lane. Terrible read once again for the 3rd time this game, and Night Train is going to take that one all the way back for a score. So in the span of 30 seconds, my opponent just scored 14 points. What a swing of events. I am now down, and now I'm the one who needs a touchdown. 2nd and 18, my opponent came out in some kind of dollar defense, I think it was, and so I ran a dive up the middle. It worked really well. Came out in the same defense, so guess what? I'm running it again, you stupid bitch. And guess what? It pays off. Saquon Barkley taking it for a 51-yard touchdown with 1 minute remaining. We tie the game up. Now it is my opponent's ball with under a minute to go. He needs at least a field goal. 3rd and 10. He is playing pretty aggressively. He takes a sack and make it a 4th and long, and he decides to punt us the ball with 30 seconds. This idiot is in the exact same defense that I just took 2 big runs on him. And guess what? I'm going to run the same play. And guess what? It's probably going to work again. Insanity is defined as doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. What were you thinking, Vivo? You had the game in the palm of your hands, and you really were just too stubborn to get out of the defense. Because of that, we got the big gain we needed. We were inside field goal range. We go down at the 12, and we kick the game-winning field goal. As time expires, we get the victory in probably our closest game yet this weekend. We are now 13-1. Going, actually, fuck you. We're 14-0. Going into game 15 against Not Desayan. I don't know if that's how you say his name, but this guy is consistently top 100 every week. Thankfully, we've been playing really well lately, so I wasn't too worried about it, but I did recognize this guy's name. We started off the game with a strip sack on Tannehill, puts him in a 3rd and long since he recovered the fumble, but now we can kind of play deep and let him throw underneath. We blew that guy's dick off, pause, and he had to drop the ball, and from there it was a 4th and long. He decided to punt, so we get the turnover that we needed to start the game. I always love starting off the game with a nice turnover. From there, Tom Brady's going to make him pay. Deep corner route, going right back to this run play that keeps working. People want to come out in big dime or dollar against strong close. I'm going to jam it down your throat. Pause again. Mega pause. Super pause. 7-0. His ball again. Tannehill takes another large sack. Like, dude, why pause again? What is even going on? 4th and 8. Time to get off the field, play some defense. He tries to throw the post route to his tight end. Thankfully, Byron Jones is just quick enough to swat that ball away to get another turnover. So starting off very hot against this guy. Low ball dot right there to get inside the 10-yard line. And if we can score here, this game is going to be looking absolutely beautiful. And that we do. Torrey Holt, nice catch in the back of the end zone to make the game 14-0. 1:30 left on the clock remaining. We get another strip sack on Tannehill, and he's forced to punt once again. If we can get at least 3 points this drive, swerve catch to Okoye getting up well inside field goal range. We do get the 3 points we need, and at the end of half, we go up by 3 possessions, 17-0. So now I'm up 3 possessions, getting the ball in the second half, and guess what? We are still swinging for the fences. You saw my play out right there, all streaks. Calvin absolutely toasts Kyle Fuller. Fuck you, Kyle Fuller. You can't run with 99 Calvin Johnson. Going to make it 24-0 against, again, guys, a top 100 ranked opponent. From there, I'm just going to play some cover 4, let him throw underneath, keep the clock running, and you're going to see he pretty much drove down the entire field, but it took the entire third quarter. So now it is the beginning of the fourth, my ball, and he just finally scored his first points. From there, I pretty much just chewed clock the rest of the quarter, took up the entire clock, and won the game. So now we are 14-1, psych, 15-0, and that is going to conclude episode 3. If you guys did like it, leave a like on it down below. We still have 2 more episodes to go, and the rewards tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a huge pack opening for golden tickets. So leave a like on this video if you're excited for that as well. Also, leave a comment. Let me know what kind of content you guys want to see. It is April, so the game is kind of slowing down a little bit. Leave some ideas in the comments if there's anything you guys would like to see on the channel. But with that said, I will be seeing you guys in the next one.